Hi, my name is Todd Carlson, and I'm coming to you today with another message that the Lord has placed on my heart called The Refining Process of God. I want to thank everyone who responded very favorably to my last video. I appreciate your prayer and support. Most of us don't like to talk about this subject, but it's a very necessary topic. It's one of the Lord's chastening, or the chastening of the Lord, as we hear it a lot. Many of us know that we have plants in our garden, and if we don't trim them back periodically, they don't produce new leaves or they don't produce fruit. Many farmers will tell you in order for a tree to produce fruit, they have to trim it back. Well, that can be used as a parallel in our own lives. That during the course of our Christian life, God will use times of adversity or times of chastening to trim us back, and these areas or times don't feel good. Actually, I've been through my fair share of them, like I'm sure you have, and when a person is chastened or a person is in that refining process, it never feels good, but the end result is great before the Lord. I'm going to share a few scriptures with you, then I'm going to share a story that a great man of God told me about the process of refining gold and how that parallels to our very lives today. It says in Proverbs chapter 3, verse 11, it says, "My son, do not despise the Lord's discipline, and do not resent his rebuke." There the Lord's basically telling us that he will rebuke us, and we should not despise that process. The writer of Hebrews says in Hebrews 12, verse 6, it says, "Because the Lord disciplines those he loves, and he punishes everyone he accepts as a son." I want to be accepted as a son. You want to be accepted as a son. Purification, chastisement, refinement in our lives, it will come. It's how we deal with it. Back to that story that the great man of God told me about the refining of gold. The story goes as this. We all know that gold is known to us as a very precious, precious metal. The Lord refers to it many times about gold even being in heaven, and we all accept the fact that it is a very precious commodity. Well, I'm going to use that as a parallel for the way God looks at us. We are a very precious commodity to God, so He definitely cares about us. Well, in the process of refining gold, the gold is heated in its rawest form with an intense heat, which can be compared to the adversity and or chastening that we experience today. It's through that intense heat that as that gold is refined, all of the impurities rise to the top and are then swept off, and all that is left at that point is pure gold. We can use that as a parallel today in our own lives, that God uses that intensity or heat in our lives to cause all of the impurities and or sin to rise to the top so it can be removed, so we can be better people. It goes on to say in the Old Testament, it says in Zechariah 13 verse 9, it says, "This third I will bring into the fire. I will refine them like silver and test them like gold. They will call on my name and I will answer them. I will say, they are my people, and they will say, the Lord is our God." Is God refining you today? How pure is your gold? Remember, the focus must be and always is Jesus. Accept Him today into your life. Until we talk again, thanks.